All right, welcome everyone. It is October 31st, and this week we've just launched the new compensation plan. So we're looking forward to all the good things that are going to happen with that. Nate, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Nope, just hi everybody. Happy Friday.
Awesome. So, in the beginning, what I'm going to do is, again, I am recording today, but there are some videos I want to show really quick. And then we'll get into any questions, answers, and all of that. And then I'll send out the recording link. I'll put it on YouTube as a secret video. And then we'll do that. Sarah, you look beautiful. Good to see you.
Thank
Um,
you.
all right, so I'm going to share screen, show these a couple of minutes of videos, and then we'll get into some question and answers. So hold on just a second. All right, so let me see the time frame on this. Okay, all right.
And this is so important, is that trust friend relationship. And that, I think the takeaway that we all hear as truly the warriors and the achievers within LifeWave is that we can't ever forget that. You have a tendency, I think, to go a little cold out to the social medias there. Don't forget the neighbor, the friend, the cousin around the corner. Because at the end of the day, that is really what's going to build your team. It's a friendship. And I think you'll all attest to that. Just as we network here today, I see the reflection of so much friendship. When I'm introduced to people, it's someone who knew someone. So that to me will never go away with social media, AI. They'll enhance possibly, but you'll never mechanically or digitally replace that friend to friend, friend trust relationship.
Well said. Well said. Thank you. Thank you. Roy, hey now. So we know, something's very unique going on here at LifeWave. And we've seen all the studies over the last few years that talk about Gen Y, Gen X, Gen Z, and how they are really being attracted to founder-led direct selling companies. Why do you think that's really relevant to our audience?
All right. Well, in many of my Zoom, I always mention David Schmidt because he is so smart, so genius, and I do not meet too many people who are so smart like David. So I always mention about, it is very nice to have a CEO who is unbelievably smart. And, we had dinner, we had lunch, and he talked about whatever that was. I was like, I never thought it that way. So besides being smart and genius, I also noticed I went with David to many, many, many countries around the world. And everywhere we go together, I noticed that the behavior is unbelievable. One time we got stuck at the airport and we have to wait 5 hours because the plane was delayed. But he's so cool, so nice, so calm. So, okay, Roy, let me go to the other side. He pulled out his computer and he works. Wow, a CEO with that kind of humbleness, kindness, and generous. He is so generous, Meredith. And I just felt so blessed. I'm part of LifeWave for 20 years, and I was prophesied to be in LifeWave. So this is really the gift of God in my life to know David Schmidt. Okay.
And I can tell you, you have a leader right here who is.
Years later, we've got new innovations such as the X2O machine, new patches that are on their way. And also, I don't know how soon, but they're on their way one day. Okay. And new energy and nutrition products and AI technology to help you build your business. Who here, just doesn't get excited? Who here gets excited when they hear about David Schmidt talking about a new future product?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's the innovation and the heartbeat that keeps LifeWave excited. Thank you.
Thanks, David. Thanks, David. So, Chris, You know, I have heard so many stories about you, David. Just he often shares, you know, what all of you have been through together. And in Europe, you've had a lot of ups and downs. And one of the really admirable qualities about you is your perseverance and your stick-to-itiveness. So my question, I think that the audience who also will experience ups and downs in their businesses, how have you maintained your people's focus even when things might not always be smooth sailing?
This is a very good question. Thank you, Meredith. It's simple, it's not easy. Every successful project has a great leader. LifeWave has David Schmidt, he's a great leader. Has you as a great leader of corporate side. We in the field, we also need to have great leaders, and the most successful teams has the most great leaders. Am I right? So even me, an introvert guy who didn't speak English before, decided to become one. It's not easy sitting with this legend here, but guys, it's really worth it. We have something special, and if we want to build great teams for years, and bring more business partners or leaders, we need to become one first and show the way, not tell them what to do, but show the results. That's my way.
Thank you. Wow. Very good answer. Lorenzo McGrew, my dear friend.
This is the key part, Meredith, and thank you very much. First of all, because you cannot share what you're not. So you got to be the light in order to share light. As simple as that. And it's very interesting because sometimes I get people from my team and say, you know what, everybody's telling me no, and they're so downtoned. And I know that that's not the problem. Because honestly, the mechanics is only 20% of the success of the person. 80% is the B. 80% is for you to really believe that you're gonna be here. So that's so important. And I truly believe that there's a misconception because everybody tells me, I want to have this, I want to have that. It's great. You can have as much as you want. But before you really have what you want, you need to share. But even before you share, you need to be. So simple as that. So be the light in order for you to share the light.
Thank you,
So
Lorenzo. Brilliant. 80% is what? Is your attitude, and only 20% is what happens to you. 100%. All right. So back to you, Roy. So LifeWave is global, and you have built, again, you know, as David gave some accolades, but you were there in the trenches year after year after you've been being travel warrior. How do you approach being present in the markets you serve when you are in so many markets yourself?
Yes, very interesting. Many people said, I don't sleep. Actually, I do sleep because people from Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Australia talk to me at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And then people from Europe, we have a Zoom around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. So the way I started this was with Skype. I talked to David Odie, I talked to Michael Servais way back then with Skype. And nowadays, you know, we have WhatsApp, we have Google Meeting, we have Zoom. So those are the ones that I use to communicate with them in a general public, in a bigger meeting scale. But on one-on-one, like product information, motivation, and things what's happening with LifeWave, I try to do my best to keep forwarding to them. And I notice also, you know, I have like 200 over group WhatsApp from all the way from Indonesia, where I was born, to Europe, to Africa, to everywhere around the world. Very sad to say that only a few of the leaders are responding to that group chat. But that is the way I communicate with them. And I notice for the people that respond to me, at least I have hope for him or her that they're gonna build LifeWave together with me. But for somebody that whatever I said, so exciting or so sad or whatever that is, they don't respond to me. I said, oh, no hope for this person. But when I say happy birthday, everybody responded. It's the weirdest thing, but that's the way I built the duel with these, and now we have AI plus Chat GPT, so we are having fun.
It's better and better. Oh, thank you. And then
So these guys that I was just letting you listen to have been with LifeWave for 20 years. And so I thought that it was important for us to just have a long haul mentality, because I know in direct sales it can get, I mean, that's why I never succeeded with any other direct sales, because I just got tired of it. I got tired of the no's. I got tired of my checks being small. But that's not the case with what we have here on our hands, as long as we just commit. And I love what Roy had to say. You know, you put your group in, you know, in texts or Facebook groups or whatever. Now I understand people are busy, but I agree with him. You know, those that engage and those that respond are the ones that have the higher chance of succeeding, because they're plugging in and they're ready to go. So that's amazing. So I have one other little video I want to show you, and then I'll get into like questions and things like that. So just hang tight for this one, because this I just thought was really interesting. And thank God, Nicole, you jumped on at the perfect time. I mean, I'm recording, so I'll send out the beginning because I think everybody needs to hear it. But when I heard this, I was thinking of Nicole actually, and her access to some influencers that she's been working on. So this could be really helpful. So let me, and I have like some chiropractors and stuff that I'm working with. So let me play this for you guys.
Now, this is what's wild. So we've always gotten 20% on all customers that we bring into the business. There was sometimes, though, I'm not gonna lie, in the old comp plan where you really didn't get 20% because it was just the way somebody purchased. Here you do. Here you get 20% minimum, but what's so crazy is now you get 40%. They've doubled down on customer premiums. So what the company has said is, hey, listen, it is highly important that you understand that our customer base means a lot to us. We want you to go out and get a lot of preferred customers, preferred customer plus, and we're going to pay you very, very, very well. Think about this. You can sign somebody up. They can be on an auto ship with one X39 pack, which is $100 a month, and you're getting 40% of that, $40. Guys, you get 15 people on an auto ship every month. That's $600 for you and your family, just like that, right? That changes people's life. Not building a team, not doing anything, just getting people in and getting them patched, getting them as customers. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, I mean, it's just a game changer. And first off, the FTC loves this because they want a direct sales company to be heavy in customers, right? So because a comp plan that rewards for customer acquisition is not just recruiting you guys. And so we always want to be in good graces with the FTC because they don't mess with you. And also when you have a customer base, what it shows you guys is long-term stability. It builds credibility for your brand than just having brand partners are the ones that are purchasing everything. It tells the FTC that this is a real business with real value being delivered to real people. So the credibility that it gives you in a marketplace when you have that many customers buying patches from you is an awesome thing. And I'm not saying take away from recruiting because people are going to fit in different boxes. The way that I do it is I'm going to meet people where they are. I give them an option. You want to be a retailer, you want to be preferred, or you want to be a brand partner in a company, which one sounds best to you? And wherever they fit, I'm going to put them there, but they're in my orbit. And then I'm going to move them to different places with follow-up. All right. Second, it opens a door for everyone now. We're not just targeting people who want to build a big team. We can go after an entirely new category of people. Doctors. A lot of doctors don't want to build an organization. I'm not going to assume they don't, but a lot don't because they're so busy, but they are 100% comfortable recommending this to their patients. I got a guy that I work with. He's got it in his office. He recommends it to every single patient. He gets paid for that now, just like he gets paid for all the other stuff that he recommends. Mm-hmm. Now they can earn a substantial income by just doing what they're already doing, and that's serving people. Chiropractors, veterinarians, wellness practitioners. This is tailor-made for them, you guys, to offer this to their customers. And then they're going to run across people that are going to be like, hey, I want to share this too. Influencers. You know how many influencers out there are promoting products all the time because they get paid $1.50 on TikTok? You can make up to $40 on a preferred customer if you do $1,200 in value. You get $20 plus another 20%. on just one sleeve of patches. So they don't have to worry about managing a team if they don't want to do that, or jumping on Zoom calls. They can simply just share the link on their social media, promote a product that they believe in, and watch commissions roll in. Like Kyle said, I mean, if they're making an extra 6,000, 2,000 a month, and all they're doing is putting a post with a link. And then let's be clear, you guys, when they come in and they get the transformation like we all have had, some of them are going to want to build. But this gives them an easy entry point into our orbit to feel it out, test the waters, fall in love with the product like we all are, and then the opportunity. And here's the kicker, you guys. You can make double money from customers now. Instead of just $20, you can make $40 from every customer if you get that volume up to $1,200. That means more volume, more payout, more momentum, all without adding any pressure to build if someone's not ready. So you need to ask yourself, like, who do I know right now, right in this moment, that could benefit from simply sharing this product with their network? And if you think that they don't want to do the business, talk to them about this. But listen, we have an entry point now. You can make 40%. No one's paying 40% commissions on anything, you guys. I made 10% in the insurance world. That's like the max. 40% is a big, big number, you guys. So who has influence? Who serves people in the wellness space? Because the comp plan is made perfect for these candidates. So now we have the opportunity. Now we have customers. You guys have a lot of places to go. And I know I talked too long about that, but I'm really passionate about this customer thing because I just feel like the company is really giving us an opportunity to go talk to customers.
Yeah, no, you're right, Jay. I mean, I told an influencer just last week, I was like, listen, you can make 6 figures now a year residually without anybody ever doing anything in your business. You can. Like, it's totally possible for you to go ahead and capture, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week just right here. It really is, which is crazy. So that.
All right. So now that I've just fire hosed you with a lot of good news, let me know what questions or thoughts you have. Sarah, I don't know. I know you and I have been chit-chatting this morning about the new comp plan and stuff, which we're still trying to figure out. But that $1,200 volume, do you know what he's referring to there? Does that mean you've got to get to $1,200 in preferred customers, then you make the 40%, or do you know yet?
I do not, and I'm sorry. That's the absolute first time I've even heard that. I know I heard him say 40% on prior videos, but the 1,200 part is something that is the first time I've heard it. So I will find out about that.
Okay, great. Yeah, I literally have listened to that 3 or 4 times now, and I just heard the 1,200 part, so I missed that. So yeah, we can dive into that.
If it's dollars, that would be 60 sleeves. So I'm assuming 60 customers, maybe. I don't know, but that's why or it could be business volume. I don't really know. So I will definitely find out about that.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think they went into that. So we'll look into that. But it is encouraging that now, making that 40% is really awesome. And it does create a whole new streamline of people and revenue and stuff. So,
well, let me just touch on that too. This is a complete change from what we were doing before. So especially for new people to understand, it's actually a good thing if you bring somebody in as a customer who's saying they're not going to do the business, or they don't think they're going to do the business. Because then you can train, if they decide they want to do the business, they can upgrade to a brand partner, and then that kick fast start comes in. So it gives them a chance to try the product as a customer, because if they come in as a brand partner and tell you they don't want to do the business, then they miss out on that kickstart, the 9-week bonus thing. And I do encourage everybody to watch the video about that. Because it only starts from when you come into the business. So.
Oh yeah, that is very important to know. I did send the let's see. Let me see if I can share this really quick to you guys. If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and ask. I haven't seen anything in the chat, but the Power of 2, this is your 21-day fast start plan. for anybody that wants to build. So I would definitely encourage this. I mean, it's really well like broken out exactly what to do, showing people right here the incentive that each breakthrough creates. I mean, that is incredible. And showing them like, okay, yeah, when you get to, this, well, at one point it'll show you over here when you become director, the first star director, you get that $500 bonus right here. You could totally get that $500 bonus the third week that you are sharing the patches, just by the power of two. Um, so yeah, I'm really thankful for this. So anybody want to share anything or have any questions? This is in the download section on the This Is It team. So if you need this or print it off, and if you're having any in-person meetings like one-on-one lunches, or people are coming like Miss Linda Mulliken, she had one of her newest brand partners over to her house, and they were just going over different things, how to enroll people and stuff like that. So this would be ideal to have right there, so you can show like, this is your mission, and this is how simple, not easy, but how simple it is to just climb the rank and get your patches paid for, creating those first goals, like get your patches paid for, and then leaning more into what are they dreaming of? Are they tired of being on their feet at their job all the time? All right, well, what's your next goal? And just working slowly. And I like how, it really lays it out very, very plainly here.
I just want to encourage everybody, if you like saw this and the first thought was, well, gosh, I couldn't even get my new people to do something so fast. We have to remove that mindset, and we need to speak to this when we're talking to people. And I don't mean to scare them off like about the business. If people are, they're just like, I don't know business, I just want to try that. That's totally fine. But don't be afraid to talk about this. I had a call today with it was a three-way call with a woman, and I jumped right into it because she was already telling me all the people she knows that need these patches. So I thought, you know what? She opened the door. And so I said it. And then the other thing is, don't be intimidated by the advanced, trying to get people to do the advanced or the premium or the advanced plus. We need to get out of our minds the starters and the cores, because that's not a commitment to this product. Now, if people can't afford the starter and the core, I understand that, but remember what Steve Merritt said. Are you upset that you can't afford this product? Because lots of things cost money and are expensive. So we need to really restructure our thinking. If I have a couple brand partners who they only sign starters and cores. So I don't know if that's all they ever talk about. It's fine, but you're not committed to the product if you're only going to do it for 3 months, and you're probably not going to get the miraculous things that happen over time on the product.
Yeah, that's so key. Yeah. Yeah, and something else that can help this week, if you guys want to do this, is I spent time when the website came back up and went through like, and I hadn't done this, and I don't know why. I mean, even though it's been encouraged for us to do this, but the grace came on me. I went through, I looked at each person that I'd signed up. Maybe not all of them, because I think I've signed up like 70 people. So the majority of them, and if they were on the starter or the core, I was like, so excited in my text. And I was like, hey, just want to let you know that LifeWave's now added a new kit that you can upgrade to, so you can take advantage of the discounts on the patches with the enrollment kits. You started out at starter, you can upgrade to core or the advanced. And so I just tailored it to each person, dropped the text to them, so that they would know that there's a way to save money on the patches. So you guys may want to do that, especially if you have any that are interested in building the business. If you can get them up to that advanced or the advanced plus or the premium, that not only is good for you, but it's good for them to have their lifetime volume. So, any other questions from any of you guys? Thoughts? Anything? All right. Well, I did put in the group that if any of you are interested, if you got family coming in and you're like, you know what? Let's sneak in a little in person. I will come and sit at your kitchen table if I have to, and I'll talk to them. So, I'm excited, fired up. I did use the app. If you guys haven't looked at the app yet, the new LifeWave Now, if you're not signed up for that, I definitely would encourage you to go through a training and look at what they have to offer. I did. The first few days, the posts were so lame that I was like, I would never post this. So I had to go back in and put some more things about me and take things out and stuff like that. So today I actually had a decent post. So I edited it a little bit and went ahead. I was like, let's just see if this thing works. If it over the course of time can increase my sales by 45%, I'm in. So we'll see what happens. So make sure you check that out. Also, if you're a husband and wife team and you want to use it, there is a code for only one of you can use the code for free. So it's $9 a month. You'll pay that, and then there's a code for the husband wife to use. So you both can use it so that the AI system can get to know you individually, so you can post individually. So if you need that code, just reach out to me and I can get it to you. But make sure if you just like volleyball, don't put that there because I put the sports that I'm interested in. It's volleyball, and they were just the post was like, it was just funny because we only have 1 minute. I'll tell you, because I put Jesus, Jesus was something I love, volleyball or something I like. And the post was like, the sacred walk with Jesus is just like playing volleyball. When you serve, it's with purpose and love. And I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
I was like, okay, well, we're removing volleyball because I just like to watch my kids play. So I took that out and added some things. Yeah, because I was like, whoa, okay, well, that's not cool. So anyway, it'll take some time for the system to get to know you.
Well, I want to encourage everybody to please, please watch the compensation video, even if it makes you want to tear your hair out, because if you're not watch it multiple times, but don't get discouraged, because the same things that made you successful.
Already did the interpretation thing.
Sorry. I'm trying to pull this one up so I can share it for you. Go ahead.
The same things that made us successful for this compensation.
I know you were.
Will make you successful after. So if you're plugging people in, if you're bringing them into the company and you're plugging them into the This Is It team, you're going to see your commissions go up. It's just part of the business. But knowing all the ins and outs and the nuances, it's going to take time to figure all that out. And then the same thing, I was laughing about that because it reminds me that AI, everybody's AI. And I'm like, AI is only as smart as the people putting stuff in. I'm not saying you're not smart, but I'm saying it's what you put in. It's the inputs. So
totally. Yeah.
they're never going to take over the world because we're the ones who are programming it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I did drop the video of the compensation plan that I just played for you guys in the chat if you want to grab that. Other than that, if you go on the LifeWave app, it's all there. The new compensation plan is there. It's all on the This Is It team. So anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend. Let us know if we can help. We are here for you. I am going to be sending out this link so that everybody has it as a private link here shortly. And you can make sure that any brand partners that couldn't join us today are able to see it. Oh, next Friday, Sarah and I from 11:30 to 12:30 will be doing a joint with her downline, my downline, and anybody that can join us for a whole hour. We'll talk product. We'll We'll talk business, whatever will help you grow. You can invite any of your brand partners to that. So I will be sending out the Zoom link for that. So have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.